Welcome to the official Nofei Shemesh Maestros, Trumas and Maestros video. This instruction will be given by Harav Moshe Raymond. We have guavas, which come from a tree, or ha'etz, and next to them we have passion fruits, which are from a vine. It's machlokes on their exact status.
Which is which?
The little ones are the guavas.
These are the guavas?
Those are the guavas, and the big ones are the passion fruits.
Okay. Taking off Trumas and Maestros is quite easy, as long as you know a few things before you start. So, first thing we're going to decide before we start is that these are tevel vadai. These were picked from local trees, right? So therefore we can make a bracha when we took off Truma and Maaser. Right? These are, you also have to know, are you taking off Maaser Sheni or Maaser Ani? Years 1, 2, 4, and 5, you take off Maaser Sheni. Years 3 and 6, you take off Maaser Ani. This is year 4, I believe. It's Erev Rosh Hashanah of year 5. Right? So it gets a little more complicated than that, but for all these things, we can safely assume that it is a Maaser Sheni year. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate a little more than 1/100th. We're going to actually do a lot more than 1/100th, because I don't feel like cutting up the fruits right now, and some of them we can use anyway. And we're going to declare a certain amount Truma Gedola, which is the Truma that in the old days went to the Kohen, and Mirz Hashem, one day that will happen again. And that has no shear. But since we're not giving it to a Kohen, so it has no shear, and it's a Mashahu. Then, at the same time, there's a trick that the Mishnah has, that we're going to be Mafresh Trumas Maaser at the same time as the Truma Gedola. But firstly, that's what the Nusach does. But theoretically, we're going to do Maaser Rishon after, which is 1/10 of the fruit, which is supposed to go to a Levi, but nowadays we don't give it to Levi, we just keep it for ourselves, because the Leviim can't prove that they're Leviim. Right, then out of that Maaser Sheni, Maaser Rishon, we take off Trumas Maaser, which is 1/100th. That's the main thing here. We got to take off 1/100th of the Trumas Maaser, and then we discard both the Masher of Truma and the 1/100th of Trumas Maaser. The Maaser Rishon we keep for ourselves. The Maaser Sheni, we're then podeh on a coin. I don't have a coin. I am a member of the Beit Midrash Halacha Hilchot Halacha B'Yashvut Hachakla'it, whatever. And I joined their Karen, so I'm a shaliach to be podeh Maaser Sheni on the coins that they have set aside.
But if you don't, if you're not a member,
if you don't, then you just take. If you have to have at least a Shavah Prutas worth, right, of fruit, and we clearly do have a Shavah Prutas worth of fruit here, then you can actually just use any coin, and that coin you have to set aside, right? And then every third year, we did it last Pesach, right? We'll do it again another 2.5 years. At Pesach time, you have to destroy the coins. That's the subject of a different video that we'll make in another 2.5 years, Ellie. Right, but if you use your own coin, don't lose the coin. You have to set it aside. You can be podeh many times on the same coin, right? But I'm going to do it right on the stuff from the Karen Masros. This way I don't have to worry about the coin. And since it's telavada, I'm making a bracha, so I'll be standing up when I do this. And there are 2 brachas, one on the hafresh of the Truma and Maaser, and one on the pidyon of the Maaser Sheni. Okay, so I'm going to stand up. So the first thing we're going to do is separate more than 1/100th of the produce and set it aside. Then I'm going to make the bracha, right? And then I'm going to declare that which I separated to be a combination of Truma Gedola and Trumas Maaser. And then the rest, the Maaser we don't bother separating, and the Maaser Sheni we also don't bother separating. We just leave it in the pile and we're poded, or we keep it as is fit. So I'm going to take, we could actually cut this into, there are only about 20 of these here, so I could actually cut off 1/5 of this about, but we're just going to take the whole thing anyway. And we're also going to take one of the guavas, right, and set it aside. And I'm going to do the nusach, right, that works one hafrasha for both meaning. Okay, so I separated now, and I'm going to make the bracha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishon mitzosav v'tzivanu lehafrish trumos u'ma'asros. Mashahu yoser me'echad u'mea min hakol sheyesh kan. Right, kol min almino harehu truma gedola b'tzad elyon. V'echad mimea shenishar kan im tishach lakum kamohu b'tzad elyon shel piros halalu harei and Maaser Rishon kol min almino. Also echad mimea shasisid Maaser Rishon harehu trumas Maaser kol min almino. O tishach lakum kaela b'tzad atachon shel piros harei elu Maaser Sheni kol min almino. Right, so now I finished being mafresh the Truma and Maaser. The top 1/100th of these 2 fruits are now are a mixture of Truma, are now Truma and Trumas Maaser, right? And that has been done. The maaser rishon we did is on the top part of the peiros, and that's mine or whoever owns these fruits, right? And then on the bottom half is we made that maaser sheni. Now I'm going to be poda the maaser sheni. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu mitzasav v'tzivanu al pidyon maaser sheni. Maaser sheni zeh harehu mechulal al pruta achas ben hamatbeya sheyichtu lekach hagabai shel keren hamaisros shel beis hamedrash halacha v'jashros hachakla kol min. No, we don't have to say kol min amino. That's mechulal. That's it. We're done. I hope this is right. If I did anything wrong, please call me.
This nusach can be found in most Siddurim, especially the Art Scrolls. This is on page 100 in the Israeli Art Scroll, and most Siddurim will have it somewhere in the Brachos section.
Right. One comment. Right. Since I'm doing it on the money of the Karen HaMaisos, you do not have to say Hu v'chumsho. There's no chomesh. If you pull the Maiser Sheni with your own money, you have to add on a chomesh. Since it's their money, it's as if I'm a shliach to be poda the Maiser on their money, right? So therefore, there's no need for the chomesh. That's why I didn't say Hu v'chumsho. Anyway, have a ksima tova and a shana tova to everyone and all of Klal Yisrael.